Brews and Banter Podcast. Banter Podcast. Brews and Banter Podcast. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I got water, I got, juice or whatever. He's like, y'all need twin legs? Matter of fact, I do.
To everybody is, does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Hey, my head can on the best electricity set. My black niggas $10, stop all that back and forth over the net. My mama wish I would've been corporate, she wish I would've went exec. I still turn to a CEO, so the lifestyle she respect. Hey, 2 sprinters to Quebec, Chevy OM on deck. They only giving niggas plus one.
That's that new Drake?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of it. I haven't heard all of it.
Oh yeah, he definitely was in his club house.
Oh yeah, his club life has made it into the booth.
Yeah, well, anybody who went to school in or live in Jersey, or especially when I went to college, that was all they played. So he was, I'm sure that made everybody feel at home. Like, oh, it takes us back to the
Hey, I can dig it.
Jersey club days. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Brewing Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rocket and the brew. Well, that be the fuel. And I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, the legendary Brew Crew.
50%.
What's going on, Dev?
What's going on? Shit, it's been a minute for me anyway. Like I'm overdue to be on. I feel like I've been going since November.
It is the 4th of July weekend, so happy 4th of July to folks. Hope you had a great 4th of July. If you celebrate, some people do now partake, or if you just had a barbecue, where my plate at?
Right.
I've been waiting for it.
I got some steak. I got some steak left over, some chicken and some hot hamburger, maybe hot dog. I don't know about hamburgers. I didn't do ribs. Yeah, I didn't do ribs. I only had my small grill because short story, but my original grill, a mom bird laid eggs and created a nest inside my whole barrel grill. It made it through the smokestack and went in there, and I went to prep my grill like a week ago to get ready for the 4th of July weekend, and I looked under there and it's 5 blue jay baby eggs in there in a big old nest. So my stepmom, she brought me a little miniature grill because I didn't want to move them in case the mom will abandon them or they'll die. So I just let them stay. And I got a pretty much a little small side miniature tailgate grill that I used yesterday. So no ribs weren't fitting on that puppy.
Right. So does like the SPCA or somebody come out? Is that what, like, do they come out and check the birds, or you just left the birds right there and just?
I left them in there. I imagine that once they hatch, she'll maybe come back, or she'll be coming back to bring them food. But if I move them, I don't know how keen birds are. If I move them, will she know where they are or something like that? Because she'll probably go back to the place where where she laid the eggs.
Right.
So I just didn't even move it. I just left it.
Well, that's
very humanitarian or a world life. What would you call that? Wildlife conscious.
Yeah, very very kind of you to give up your barbecue.
Right. I know. Jeez, no vacancies.
That's what you're doing this weekend.
So let me scale back a little bit.
All right. Well, before we get into it, yeah, that's true. Before we get into it, we'd like to know what everybody drinking. So, what are we drinking today? What are you drinking?
So I went out on a limb yesterday. I went to the Maryland Elgin, the State Line Liquors with my neighbor, and I purposely went and veered off to stuff that I probably wouldn't drink to, kind of expand my palate. And I only bought one of these, but I bought a Peak Organic Brewing Company makes a mimosa IPA. and it's a dry, bubbly IPA with blood orange, as they describe it. But they also say that this is certified organic. I need to research exactly what would certify it as organic. It says local sourcing, bright, juicy hops, and certified organic, the best ingredients in beer.
Well, I would just assume that would be just everything is
Local
or was organic. They don't use pesticides and stuff like that.
Gotcha. All right. So in terms of how, like, where they get all their sourcing of ingredients.
Yeah.
So so speaking of double IPA. Oh, this is a double IPA. It doesn't say that on the front. Brewed with organic hops, organic malt. Oh yeah, and organic flavors. This is canned and brewed by Peak Organic in Portland, Maine. And yeah, certified. So it is a 7.6% ABV. I would probably, if I didn't look at the ABV on this, I would probably say this was like a 5. Right. Just because it's easy to drink. You definitely taste the blood orange. You taste, kind of back in the day when you'd have that grapefruit or something in like a nice, crisp, cool drink for a summer. So based on the flavors, the taste, I would definitely give this a pass me another. See, this is a good, very good bridge because you get the hoppiness, but you get the flavors of a sour without it being like too tart. So pass me another. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Well, Rob, what are you sipping on today?
I am drinking something from Dewey Beer Co. It is called Pizzetta. It is a Italian lager. I'm still on my Italian bag, I guess.
Yeah. There you go. It's called, what's that called? Pizzetta?
Pizzetta.
Pizzetta.
Okay. It's a 5% ABV, so it's kind of light, but Italian lager. Nice. Refreshing. A nice little color to it. There it is.
There it is. Oh, look at that Crown and Hop.
Yeah, that's that Crown and Hop and 17% drip collab they did a couple weeks ago, I guess.
Nice. That's hot.
So it is a nice, refreshing hot day beer. Drinkable, crushable because it's only 5%, so you can drink a few of them. I think I haven't.
You got a 4-pack of that?
I did. I think I drank 2 yesterday.
You went hard.
Did I drink 2? I might drink 1 yesterday. I might still have 2.
It's all good. Yeah, I got a nice little collection. If in case you stop by today on for the weekend, for the long weekend.
All right. It seemed like we got some good beers drinking. I did have another one, but I don't think we'll get to it.
Okay.
With another Dewey beer, so I'll leave that for another time.
Right.
So I guess the talk of I guess it's not really a talk of the town, but everybody has piqued everybody's interest. That's going on is
Fort your clothes, Aiden.
Is the Tiny Desk by Usher. No, I was for him. It was the big talk that people have been talking about is the Tiny Desk Usher, and now they really want to see the verses between Chris Brown and Usher. Like people making posters again, trying to get them.
I saw that.
I mean, but the Tiny Desk was great. I think I watched it a few times actually. But I expected
it took you back, right? That's why I'm sure you had to watch it a couple of times because it took you back to to the college days of like when You Make Me Want to Leave the One I'm With came out. That was amazing. That was like back in college. That was back during the college days. That was like 96, 97.
Well, wasn't it? My Way was 25 years ago. So I was like, oh snap.
Yeah.
That's been a minute. So I don't even know. I would even it was 25 years ago. No, I wasn't even 20 yet.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Using college.
Right. So
I was riding back and forth up to UD, like go to parties, trying to figure out where the next party was at the Tremont or whatever.
Yeah, so it was. I mean that, and I mean I love Tiny Desk as in general because I just like the band there,
intimate setting,
and the intimate setting, and even though it's changed a little bit because I think they actually moved because it used to actually. I think it actually used to be in the office, but I think it looks like they moved the set. Like they made a set that looked like the Tiny Desk office again, or they just moved the desk around it just to give people more space. Because I know it used to be like they were actually in an office.
And all, yeah.
But when they turned the camera, you could see that it had changed a little bit. But it was a great. It was great. I mean, Usher is a good vocalist, and he's a good performer. He's got the internet going crazy with his meme where he did the eye thing, even though he knew it was stupid when he did it. Watch this.
Right.
Even he had to laugh at it because it was foolish.
Exactly. Superstar off of Confessions album, I think I felt like was a bit of the highlight of the Tiny Desk, at least for me. Again, it shows his vocal abilities. I liked how he highlighted and he put together his band, just the horns and the background vocalist, and was able to showcase everybody's abilities. So, but off of Confessions, outside of the song Confessions, I would say Superstar is the next runner up for me. Even though that entire album you don't have to skip at all.
It was actually cool that he brought Eric Bellinger, who actually kind of started the challenge for the Superstar Challenge thing. That I guess that was early. Was that earlier this year? Or was that
earlier? I think it was last year.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, and Vito, I don't know. Not a lot of people unless you are deep into music or you really let your playlist go. A lot of people don't really know a lot about Vito, and I like his vocals too.
Yeah, they both are good vocals on their own. So it was cool to see that. Well, I think he made a big a point of saying that we need to support each other, and I support these brothers. And but the Tiny Desk was great. It does make you want to see a versus between him. But
so did you watch? Go ahead.
No, I was saying we were having this conversation that only person who technically should probably vote and who can't now because now he has 30 years in prison
is R. Kelly.
They were saying R. Kelly probably has the catalog and to go against Usher, but we will never know now because was out here doing
and Chris has a catalog for whatever reason. Not for whatever reason. I also watched a interview with him on Drink Champs, and he was just saying that different artists that they were saying that he should do a versus against. He is really in this space of I guess we all should be in this space of positivity. So I don't know if that's quite it, but he just seemed to everyone who they named that he could potentially go against. He just said, no, they're my folks, they're my family, or they're this. He wanted to put them on this pedestal, just to kind of say I wouldn't want to create that rivalry between us, so to speak. But it's just singing.
Right. And
it's all love.
A lot of people that they battle each other, that they love each other. I mean,
think about Brandy and Monica. They literally had beef, and they actually did a versus. That was a known beef. I think it got physical even at one point in their career.
Oh, did it?
I felt like Brandy got punched or smacked. I have to look it up, but I almost remember them kind of, touching on it a little bit. But yeah, they officially really had beef. I don't know if it came from That Boy Is Mine song and that it was that serious.
Right.
But I remember that being kind of before there even was a versus when they made that song and when they were both up and coming and really, I would say almost even they had some fans that were, kind of similar, that were parallel, but they also had individual fans who felt like, Brandy was the better singer or Monica was the better singer or had the better songs, just basically just on the vocal tones and stuff like that. It was clear back then, that was a real versus from a R&B standpoint.
Right. And they were definitely different. You had the sweetheart and you had I guess
the girl, the good girl who liked the bad guy, maybe that type of thing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. but I think a lot of people, and I think Chris Brown is. People forget, I guess, before he had his incident with Rihanna, like he was ascending to something different, and his artistry has changed quite a bit to a little something different. It's more, it leans more hip hop R&B, I guess.
Yeah.
Than just pure.
Yeah, because wasn't he trying to rap at one point?
Yeah, well, because he's rapped in a lot of his songs nowadays.
Yeah.
Like I mean, so did Usher had some raps in there, but they weren't.
They weren't
like
they weren't like Chris.
And Chris Brown's songs are more just straight, as a lot of raunch in them. Like his new album is just like, oh, they'll get in that pussy, wet stuff. So it's more
right.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
When he first, I mean, he was younger then, but
right.
Different vibe.
Like Usher is more of like his song seduction,
right,
and foreplay.
Right,
not 12 play, exactly but foreplay.
Right. Chris Brown will tell you exactly what's going on.
He's more 12 playish.
Right. So, and it's also, and he does more I guess talk singing stuff like that. So it's not really straight vocal performance. So I think that's why people be like, they really can't match each other. But I think if you go to some of his older stuff and even mix it up in some of the newer things, I think you'd be all right. I think it'd actually be a good versus.
It really would. I think it would shatter the streaming platforms. I don't know if that's partially because I think it's in two part. It's one part is their following, similar, as well as just how large they are individually, right. But also just the anticipation throughout the years during the pandemic and up till now that they haven't done it. People wouldn't care if they had to go to work that night. I don't care if they had to work night shift. If that versus is on, they not showing up to work, right. Or they finding a way to watch it.
And they both actually bridge like two different generations as well. So it's not like some people, especially who like the earlier stuff that Chris Brown did, they tend to be some older folks, like I guess what is it, Run It, and
right.
What was his first song?
That
was it Yo?
Hey yo. Excuse me, miss. That joint.
Yeah, so WDS crowd or the older. Well, now I guess I'm the WDS crowd.
Oh, now. You WDS?
I don't listen to it, but I guess I am
claiming it.
I guess I'm that age bracket now, but even older now, I think Yo is like they still go back to that. I'm like, yo,
I'm still Power 99 all the time, baby. I'm never letting go of Power 99.
Well, probably, but so I guess who was considered WDS and when I was a youngin'.
Okay, all right.
Are still like Chris Brown's earlier work. And they might find one or two songs in his later work, but now he's a young man still. Actually, I don't know how old Chris Brown is. He got to be less. He's maybe 30. Maybe
30, probably.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's see. He's about 30 because my sister Deanna, she came up in the era of liking, Chris Brown when I was still rocking the Usher, and she was in junior high. She was, Usher was not the trend for the junior high kids at that point. By the time I was, in high school, they were listening to the Chris Brown.
He is 33 years old. So
33, yeah. So that makes sense. They 10 years, almost 10 years apart.
Yeah, so
that makes a big difference.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, because he's like 10 years apart from me, so maybe that's why I'd be like, all right, brother. Yeah. 10, 11.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you that his last couple of albums, what is it? The one I think it's called. Is it called Big Slime, or is that the name of the song, Big Slime? One of them, I thought one of the albums was named.
That was a collab with Young Thug, I think, right? That album.
Yeah.
But he has a new album that came out last week called Breezy.
Yeah, Breezy. So Breezy, I haven't heard all of it, but the last 3 albums that I would say that I can rock and I listened to it. Indigo was 2019 of Chris Brown's. Can play the whole album. Heartbreak on a Full Moon. That is another a good album, and that was 2017. And then there's one in is there one in between? Where's the other joint? Oh yeah, Slime and B. That one came out in 2020, I think. 2020. All three of those albums are all really, really good albums.
I think I listened to maybe one or two songs on Slime and B. Maybe.
Oh really? Oh man, City Girls off of that joint is a banger. Go Crazy, obviously. Trips to the crib in the middle of the night. That was dope. Yeah. Animal, that's another good one. City Girls, Stolen. Yeah. He those last 3 albums that he's put out have been quality records. And just to kind of counter that, and as you know, I'm a huge Usher fan. His catalog, like that Zaytoven, probably one song I probably might listen to off of there. Maybe I'll give you One in a Possible. And then what's the other one? Now the ones before.
But he's had a catalog enough. His first few, well, not his first album, but at least 1, 2, and 2, 3, and 4 maybe probably was it. My Way. 070, whatever it is. The numbers.
8701.
8701 and Confessions. I mean, you got 3 right there, so you're good to go. I mean, he's had some other songs. I mean, I like some of the songs on that one album. I can't remember the one that was after.
Here I Stand was okay. That was that goes back to like 2008. If we say in the last let's say like 5 years, all he really has is that Hard to Love album, which was 2016. That Zaytoven in 18, trash. Not kind of trash.
Yeah. Well, I think he was trying to keep up with some of the, because even the song he had he just did the collab with City Girls. Okay. Recently, just actually, I think like a couple days ago, I think the video dropped not too long, like maybe same time as the Tiny Desk. So he's trying to stay up. Yeah. Relevant.
No, I get it. Like his catalog is definitely timeless. So not saying that he his stuff isn't relevant, because I in my Apple Play Devon station, Usher stuff is in heavy rotation. Right. But if we're thinking about like the last 5 years from that standpoint and catalog wise, Chris is killing it. Just from a consistent, like still putting out good music. Everybody's listening to it. He's got 3 albums that you really can rotate through right now. 3 recent albums that you can rotate through without even going to his old stuff.
Sometimes I think he might overdo it, because he's like 24 songs on this.
No, come on, you gotta cut some of them. You gotta cut some of that stuff.
I mean, I think, I guess if you're a Chris Brown fan, you like really, really happy to give you all this content, but yeah,
I get it. But what about these?
That with the last few albums.
Oh yeah, he did. Yep, that's true. He did, because that Slime and B was long. That full moon joint.
I guess his work ethic is crazy. His work ethic, I guess, is crazy. I just got to go in there and
keep on live and sleep in the studio.
He's like the R&B Pac. Hopefully, you don't have the same outcome, but
right. I get it. It was just speaking of him too. Like, I didn't know from listening to the Drink Champs interview that did you know that Diddy passed him up?
No, I didn't.
Diddy passed up Chris Brown.
Well, Diddy also moved away from Usher too, because he didn't know what to do with him. So I think he probably still had that same reservation. Like, I'm not a young kid artist guy. That's not what he did. He didn't do that. Like JD did that. That's why he passed Usher to JD. We were just talking about like that was good. That was good on his part that he let JD, because JD
let him go, let him commit to him. Yeah.
So JD was used to working with younger artists, where Diddy probably was like, "Nah, I got Biggie." So,
yeah, he was living that reckless life, that hardcore rap life.
And when Usher came around, I think it was more like I guess Game was like he was just partying. I think they were like, even what Game was doing his interview around not too long ago, he was like, Diddy was like in a party mode. So it probably around that same time. So he probably wasn't really trying to be in the studio with young folks doing anything.
I mean, but I guess the one thing I can say is Diddy did have faith, and faith was killing. I mean, but I think she was a grown woman, right? So she was right. She was a grown woman, so she's married to Big. So for her, she had probably some more independence and control over how she wanted her project to go. And possibly, J. Pat, Usher's mom, they say she don't play. So if they knew they could, it wasn't going to be no half stepping with her son's career.
Right. So I think he did. I mean, obviously it worked because they had the same faith in him as Jay-Z had in Rihanna, I guess, in terms of kept pushing, because their first album went wood, but they kept on at it. And like I think not his first album, but there was a single that came out before You Remind Me that they was supposed to be his debut single off that album, and it was garbage. So they trashed it and they went back into the studio.
Was it U-Turn?
You Remind Me.
When U-Turn?
No, but it was a ridiculous. I remember hearing the song, but it wasn't great.
You're not talking about Can You Get With It, are you? That's what Usher first debuted. Yeah, I'm thinking when he was first debuted. When he was Devontae produced that joint. Can you get with it? That joint.
This is when he was actually maybe 16, 17, maybe when he was a little older.
Okay.
I think it was before the My Way. It was the My Way album, I think.
Okay.
But there was a song on there that they thought was going to be the single, and I think they put it out and it went nowhere. So I think they reworked the album, and that's where You Remind Me came out. I think out of that reverb or reshoot, I guess they would say, if it was a movie, they had some reshoots to do on that album, and it worked out for their benefit.
Yeah.
What else is going on? The trial for Nipsey Hussle killer, Eric. I forgot his name. Eric somebody. I don't know what his name is. Eric Holder is going on still.
Really? Okay.
I think he was brutally. I think they just say he was brutally attacked in prison. I'm surprised that he just got brutally attacked. I wonder if he was in I wonder if he was still in like
protected custody or something, or isolation, or
isolation, right? Isolation until the trial started, maybe, I don't know. And now he was in general population.
Wow!
But that should be an interesting. Well, I'm sure it's probably an open and shut case because he was on camera, and I think a lot of people have seen him do it. So I don't know, sure, but I guess you still are granted a trial, I guess.
Right.
So that's
NBA wise, these rumors, these trades, what's going to be? What's it going to be for 2022, 2023?
Oh, the NBA always brings the drama, if nothing else. They're going
to give you that, huh?
Yeah, they're going to make sure. Well, they've learned how to be talked about even in their off season. Like sometimes, like right now, like some people know, unless you're a real football fan, you're not really talking about the NFL because the season ain't start. I mean, they had many camps, but they were not highly publicized. Like, so the NBA is like kind of slow talk. So NBA always finds a way to just ramp up their conversation. And so KD asking for a trade was
that's not
crazy.
Getting any traction, they're saying.
Yeah, but I think eventually they're gonna if he wanted a trade, eventually somebody gonna have to either hopefully it don't end up to be like the Ben Simmons saga where he just sits there and they wait until they find somebody to trade with. Hopefully they'll find a trade partner quickly. Because I think that also means Kyrie wants out as well. So which was funny because I think I made a joke in our chat.
It's like, he saw Simmons play, see him practice, and that was it. I'm gone. We don't have a shot.
Right. and I'm a Ben Simmons fan, but I thought that was funny that it came after. Because I had seen Ben Simmons' story, and then it became a story on Bleacher Report. I was like, that's funny that he said that right. It was like 2 hours later. Like, yeah, that the news came out that he demanded trade. So that does change. I know that probably upsets a lot of free agents because they like, yo, now we gotta sit and wait and to see how this shakes out. And now I was about to sign a deal. Now I can't sign that deal because I'm waiting. They're waiting to see where KD falls. I mean, I had a decent package. I was like, I mean, I love Tobias is cool, but if you want people like you can have Tobias, maybe Thibault, some picks for KD. I don't know. That works. He slides right in to a slot that's vacant. Keep him moving. That's a big three for some wins. That should win. I'm not going to be LeBron. Not one, not two. I'm not going to say that. But they should be very competitive in these because you saw it. I mean, Brooklyn had three good guys, and even though they never really played at the same time, so it really was hard to gel. But hopefully, he would have that same issue.
Maybe they will gel with the trades that they did get. Who knows? I mean, Kyrie also had an abbreviated season, with the with the ending of COVID and restrictions and how that looked. So that also could look his time played will look a lot different, and we'll see if he can lead his team in a different direction than how they ended.
And then one on his own team, so he probably didn't think he would get it this quickly, but he might be getting one soon. He might be getting his own team.
His own team, yep.
But the crazy thing was that $1.6 billion in contract was spent the first day of free agency. Hey,
Jesus, $1.6 billion.
Yeah.
Whew.
I was like, yo, I wish I was 6'7" and shoot the
rock. Ain't too far from it, but sheesh.
Nah,
ain't no money.
Not even for bench players, you're getting a nice chunk of money.
You're probably getting like what, 800,000
or more.
Right? I'm about to say, like, is the league minimum like 900 or 800, something like that?
I think the league minimum is 900. So just 900. Hey, that's pretty solid. Now you'll look. It'll look crazy against the guy $47 million a year.
Yeah, but still, I'm gonna keep collecting my 900, please.
Right.
What? Right. Give me 2 minutes of play. Shoot, give me 5 minutes. I don't care.
I gotta play at all. I can be like you, Dennis Haslam. He ain't playing in like 5 years. For Miami Heat. They still offered him another contract to come back. I guess he's really important to the locker room. Since LeBron probably, I don't think he left since LeBron left. I don't think left Miami. I don't think he has a real. I mean he's still on the bench, but at this point, just make him a coach. Because I guess you only play like 9 people on your roster anyway, so I guess he really ain't taking a roster spot. But it still seems like. I mean, hey, if they want to pay me, I'm gonna keep taking the money.
Exactly.
So, shout out to you down to Haslam for keeping moving on that. Because most people signed back to their teams. I think the Rudy Gobert trade is an interesting trade. One, they gave up a whole lot for him for Minnesota to gave up a whole lot for him, but then you have 2 guys. I guess you're going back to the Twin Towers. So while everybody else is getting smaller, they got bigger because you got Karl-Anthony Towns, and which it probably works out for Towns because he don't have to play center anymore. He can be the power forward and just shoot from the wing all the time or shoot from the 3-point. And he'd be like, "What?" It was funny. I saw a meme. I don't know if you ever saw a little boy dribbling real fast and doing crazy herky-jerky moves. They were like, "That's what Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be now for sure," because he don't have to play.
No, I didn't see that.
Like this guy was just dribbling all over the place. He's like, and that's probably what he want to do. But that's actually should be a decent squad. I mean, they made the playoffs. They made the playoffs this year, and with Anthony Edwards another year under his belt, and then with Gobert holding down the it was 3-time defensive player of the year, holding down the paint. So Minnesota might make some noise in the West this year. Maybe not a lot of noise because it depends on where Kyrie lands and how healthy Kawhi is, because everybody forgets about Kawhi was out all last year.
Yeah.
So depends on how healthy he is.
Vince and I were talking earlier today about the Celtics, the fact that they have the squad. They made it to the finals. However, I think that there might be some breakups. I don't know. Are they going to keep everybody together? Are they going to keep the Jasons together? Are they going to keep their squad together this season or not, or next season? Or will there be some folks that's going to want out?
I know some people are talking about Jaylen Brown could be traded to Brooklyn for KD.
Yeah,
JD is obviously you need more than just Jaylen, but
right.
He was the only one that was consistent. So I'm not. It's hard to say that you would. Why would you? I mean, I know Jason Tatum is a great talent, but he also disappeared in some of the playoff games where Jaylen was pretty consistent for the most part.
Yeah,
I think most people would consider Jason the number one, but sometimes he faded into the background.
right.
And some of that might have been Andrew Wiggins. I mean, people didn't give enough credit, I guess, to Andrew Wiggins' defense. I guess on Jason to stop that, but yeah, we'll see. But like you said, it's the finals are over and people are still talking about the NBA. So that's good work on the NBA.
That's good. That's good. They're gonna, because if they stick around through the summer, before you know it, it's gonna be fall again, and it's gonna be on and popping.
Right, and people gonna still talk about, because now you got Summer League started, so now you got the draft picks playing, and I think one gentleman already went off for a little bit. I think the Kings pick, he dropped like 26 in his debut, and he was very efficient. So it's, I mean, NBA is just a great brand marketing tool. I guess they are good at what they do. But I am excited to see the football season. I am excited for it to come up soon. I know people are gearing up for their fantasy leagues. I just got my I got my 2 emails from my 2 teams that I'm on.
Okay,
we are gearing up to start. Well, because I guess it is July, so August is when everybody starts their drafts and stuff and getting ready. So I guess that is that time. So I do partake. But I am excited just because I am an Eagles fan. If no one did not know, I am excited to see what the Eagles do, because we got a lot of pieces that we brought in. We got some good defensive pieces as well as some good offensive pieces. We just need we just need the QB to show up and show out.
Right.
He don't have to win the game, but you can't lose the game.
True.
That's great. I would like him to throw the ball around a little bit, because you got 2 number 1 receivers on your roster with Smith and Brown. I can I'm reading their first names. Deshaun Smith? Is that how you say his name? Deshaun?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
Munitions squad.
And AJ Brown. So you got Smith and AJ Brown on the team. So you got those guys out there. Hopefully it'll work out. But I am excited I'm excited for sports in general. I do enjoy basketball, and I watch baseball too. Shout out to the Phillies trying to jump back into the wild card race. They did beat the Cardinals. They've won 6 of 5 games, I think, with Bryce Harper, who broke his thumb.
Okay.
They won. So that's always cool. What else is going on? I think I talked about it. I talked about it briefly earlier, that R. Kelly got 30 years in prison.
That's life. That's life. He's gone.
It is. Yeah.
That's it. That man at least 50. He's at least 50, if not 55.
I mean, I guess he could try to appeal for.
But he ain't got no money. He ain't got nothing. I don't know.
Well, he probably still got some more tucked away. I'm sure folks always got that money in some account that you don't know about.
I understand, but it seemed like it just seemed like the shortage of money is probably what got him to 30.
Well, no, I think he had decent. I think it was
because here's the thing is that's why they were boycotting the show, so he couldn't make any money. They were trying to dry him up as quickly as they could, or as much as possible, so that he wouldn't have the streams of money. Because I think that was even kind of some of what he was, what is part of what his plea was, or when he was going back and forth for like different bail hearings and things like that, is that like I don't even have any money, any avenues to make money, because they were boycotting his music and they were really sticking it to him, to really much kind of just silence him and keep him off air, keep him off radio, and keep him from making money. So I think that is, that hindered him from probably getting a lesser charge. Because as we know, I mean, we know I will say this, not trying to say that he didn't necessarily deserve 30, but we all know money talks. And if there was enough capital, he could have possibly made this go away.
Right. Yeah.
Or at least, that's just my opinion.
Some people think some of his survivors say he should have got more than 30 years. I mean, he'll be 85. Yeah. He'll be 85.
He's gonna be like 85. Like, where you want him to go? You might as well try to give him the death penalty. He ain't kill nobody.
And somebody, we were having this conversation the other day. It was like, so where's all the enablers? Like, where do they go to jail too?
Right, the accomplices. Right, the accomplices.
Right, the parents that allow their children to go off with them. Like, I was like, huh.
He's an example. He's the example, man. That's the sad part of the judicial system, is that he's been made the example.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
My man was a
legend.
He had some hits.
A legend. He just had no hits. He was a legend.
Yeah.
Step in the night. Just say the word "step in the name of love" and it make you just want to do it. Right? Like, it's just like, hey, oh, bam. Crazy.
All right. So I think people are trying to compare his case with the Giselle
Weinstein and stuff.
Ghislaine Maxwell, which was the Jeff Epstein guy.
Epstein.
She was she's convicted of being the child trafficker, I guess, of some of the things. But people are like, so when we gonna see that list of people who were on that she worked, that because she wasn't just doing it for herself, she had clients. So they was like, well, let's see that client list. So that's what people were trying to see. Like, so if she going to jail, but we can't see the client list, that seems
right. It go back to money, hush money.
All right.
They got too much long money. They too tied in. They tapped into too many things that could become a larger domino effect. Right now, like who does R. Kelly have that they could really tie back to anybody major? Most of these people that were like accomplices or whatever were people within this camp, right? They were somewhat, I don't want to say nobodies, but they were people who it wouldn't be recognizable to the public or the public eye. So that's why they're like, you know what? Let's not even bring them, let's not even bring them into it. Or like I said, and on the flip side of it is this other thing is like too much power is connected to, on the flip side of it, too much power is connected to the Epstein stuff. So it's like, oh no, if that can is opened, like you can basically lock all of Hollywood up. All some major players.
Yeah. And I guess the thing is, I guess I was reading earlier that they put R. Kelly on suicide watch, but he said he's not suicidal. So it was like, is it a power thing or something they're trying to do? So that should be interesting. And I guess he's still in New York? Yeah, he's in Brooklyn, the MDC, Metropolitan Detention Center. I guess him and Giselle, or I don't even know how you say her name. Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine?
Okay. Yeah.
They're both, I guess, being held there. So that's interesting in itself.
Interesting.
But we'll see what comes of if he plans to A pill or
yeah. Let's switch to something lighter. So I mean, it's summertime, Rob. Like, what's our plans? What's your plans? What's everybody's plans for summer? Like festivals, beer festivals. I can just kick it off. I can say that there's a Newark Food and Beer Festival that's happening this month, but into July actually. From 12 to 7. We'll have to coordinate schedules to see if the legendary Brew Crew will be there. But I was just looking up like that kind of stuff for summer. Where can we show our faces? They're talking about 1,500 guests, at least 50 breweries that'll be there. Obviously same thing. This is going to be on the Academy lawn. Academy and Main Streets along the official. Let's see. I don't want to read that part. Along the Academy and Main Streets, disposable sampling cups will be available at each venue, and more to come right now. But that's one festival that's happening this month. Have you heard about anything else this month?
Yeah, there's. I think there was one that was. I think it was postponed from May, but now it is happening. 16th of July. It is the Smyrna Craft Beverage Festival, from 2 to 7 in obviously in Smyrna, Delaware. But it's hosted by How Do You Brew, which is if you're local in Delaware.
Oh, nice. That's right over there by Pincater, by Autumn Arts, right?
Yeah. So they have. I think they're opening a new shop in Smyrna, so that is kicking off that. Or they already opened it. So that's kicking off that. So they have quite a few tickets are $25. Limited beer samples, obviously. Limited tickets available. Purchase in advance. Unlimited samples from Autumn March, Blue Earl, Midnight Oil, Wilmington Brew Works, Twisted Irons,
which is that new one over in New York. Jackal. I haven't been to Jackal yet. Have you?
Belfont, and I guess a few more others as well. So
that's
happening. Yeah, there was one that happened over the weekend on the 2nd that I wanted to get to, but we had a family reunion. But that was Frida Well and Doral.
Florida. That would have been nice for us to go back down there to Tripping Animals.
Yeah, because that beer list, that list looked pretty amazing. I was like, I like to seen that, but hey, family first.
Yeah. No. We're gonna say that made it on the calendar first. the family reunion made it on the calendar first, because if the other one had made it on the calendar, peace. I'm busy that day. I'm a troublemaker. Oh man.
What else? I think next month is Barrel and Flow, obviously in August 12th. August 13th. August 13th.
Yep. August 13th.
I think some of the festivities start on the 12th. The VIP stuff starts on the 12th.
Yep.
But the 13th is the actual festival. So that's going on. So that should be a good time. I know Delaware Beer Fest is October 1st, I believe.
October 1st.
But that's not summer, but that is another festival that is coming up.
Festival.
As well as Oktoberfest is coming is that month as well.
Rewinding back to Barrel and Flow Fest, and just in case folks haven't heard the news, make the announcement, Rob. Make the announcement of the collab we're a part of.
Oh, well, we are part of a collab with Modest Men Brewing out of New Hampshire. Keene, I think Keene is where they are located. So we are working with them to come up with a nice collab to be presented at Barrel and Flow 2022.
That gets a hand clap or something. Come on, Rob, where are the sound effects? That's big business for us to have. We started. I mean, think about it though, Rob. Like, we have had our I guess you would call them like our visions or our milestones or our resolutions, right? When the podcast started, and we were back then, we were like interviewing people at Fresh Fest in 2019, right? And then 2020 it was virtual, and then 2021 we resumed and went back again, and here we are 2022 with the help of Dave Bracy and the founders of Flow Fest has linked us with a brewery to collab. So shout out to Dave Bracy, shout out to Flow Fest, and for thinking of us.
And Ed Bailey,
And Ed
I know
Bailey, that's his partner.
I think his last name is Bailey. Shout
that's
out
his partner.
to all the whole team out there for putting together that event, as well as so that is something good to look forward in the summertime. For most people know that I got back from Italy, obviously, so I did that in the summer.
Yeah, man. It wasn't, like I loved all your pictures, man. I must say that's probably won't be a place that you will only go once. Or what are your thoughts?
I enjoyed it enough to go more than once.
Good.
I enjoyed it immensely. I could go quite a bit, but now that I know the outlet layout, I probably can do things a little differently.
Okay.
I was just telling my wife I would like to go to Milan as well, because we didn't go that north. We weren't that far inland. So we didn't get there. So I would like to go to Milan as well. But then I was reading a thing, and a young lady had posted something. She was like, how to do Italy, and I guess 2 weeks or something. I don't know how long it was, but without a car, because she was like, you can take the train, 2 days here, 2 days there. So she laid it out for you. I gotta remember the post now. But she gave you exactly the details that you can see a lot of Italy without a car. All you need is jump on the train and keep moving. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, because we did take a bus from all the other. Well, I mean, we flew into Venice, but we did take a bus to every other location, with Florence and Rome. But it was a good time. So I recommend
that. That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely.
You was chilling. You had your hat on. You was sitting on the stoop. Your photo game, your photo cred. Between you and EJ, y'all was rocking.
And it definitely is a great IG.
Backdrop. For the gram.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and we probably
was living first class up in the sky. Shit, it was nice. That's what's up. So speaking of that, like, what was their beer selection like when you were there, and what did you find that was similar? What did you find that you kind of ventured out and took a chance with?
The beer scene was pretty similar. I mean, I didn't run into too much craft beer per se. Because even when I asked some of the locals, I don't know if maybe it's still a thing that's growing, especially in Rome. I think I did the most talking to some of the locals, especially, and I tried to talk to some of the bartenders as well that we went to. Because one guy said this is his. It was funny because I actually asked this question directly. I was like, can I get one? He was like Italian beer, which was I think it was Messina. I think it was the Messina beer. Because I think Messina, Peroni, and Moretti are like some of the three biggest Italian beer brands that are out there. I said, so he said he gave me this one beer. I think it was called Ish. I don't know how you really pronounce the name, but he said this is his favorite. He made a point to say this was his favorite commercial beer. But then I turned around and asked him, so what's your favorite non-commercial beer? But he didn't have an answer for me. So I'm like, so why you said this was your favorite commercial beer?
I guess, yeah. There's a lot. It must be a lot different over there. Like, they're not, like, it doesn't seem like that they're probably as into the craft beer scene as it is here in the States.
Yeah, I think they have a few. I just didn't
didn't touch into it.
Probably if we had a little more time, and probably forget, because we did a lot of tourist stuff when we were in Rome. So probably if I had a little more time in Rome to just hit some of the just go there just for just chilling and just beer spot chasing and stuff like that. Probably a little easier, especially now that I've done all the tourist stuff like the Vatican, the Colosseum, the Forum. Yeah, I've seen all that now. Now I can see how the locals live and where they drink and all that good stuff. So that was kind of cool. There was I didn't get a chance to go, and it's not really Rome, but I wanted to go to Delirium pub they have there, which is the Belgian beer. I wanted to go there, but I didn't get a chance to. I ran out of time, but I was like, next time I come, hopefully I'll get a chance to add that on my list and check it out. But it was all in all cool. I got more into wine. I did. I
really?
say that I did.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like in wine.
Like red blends or like Sauvignon Blancs, what?
Nah, just reds. Whites I don't really rock with whites still. But reds I do. I do enjoy some reds.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Some red blends, some I'm not sure how we had some red blends and there's some I can't remember what it's called. But we tasted quite a few blends, especially at the winery. That they were nice, but he has some other ones that were like his. There was one that was really bold, and it was his favorite, but I didn't really love it. But he really gave us a good class in terms of stirring it, and if it sticks to the glass, that means it's fuller body and maybe have a higher alcohol content. So we learned some things as well as we went on this tour. So, but yeah, I even drank some wine yesterday.
Okay. Did you? Is that wine you brought back, or you picked up since you've been back?
I picked up since I've been back.
What style was it?
This was a Shiraz, I guess. Shiraz.
Oh no,
I guess Shiraz. I don't know how you say it.
I gotta finish it.
I guess Shirazi or Shiraz, something to that effect. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it. Shiraz. It's Shiraz.
Okay.
I don't know. If anybody knows wine and knows how to pronounce it, say, let me know. I know I spelled it wrong.
Right.
But it was delicious. And it really gets you heated up. I was like, oh, I'm sweating after drinking it. Some people drink whole bottles. I don't know how people drink whole bottles.
Can't do that, right?
But it was cool. The whole thing was cool. I am looking to see what else we do this summer. I know we got some weddings to attend. So that's always cool to get together with family and celebrate folks' nuptials.
I got 4, 2 attendings and 2 work.
Yeah, I don't need that many.
I don't need that many, right? My oldest is
one in the summer and then one later in the fall. So that's actually pretty cool. All right. We got anything else to? We've been chilling. Just wanted to come on and say happy.
Yeah, man.
I had a happy holiday.
Yep. I
111.
What I was going to tell you, something I had to tell you, and now it's leaving my mind. I'll think about it. I'll probably tell you off air and shit. Nothing major. Nothing major. Tell them my age.
That's all right. Well, shout out to Yoda and Lou Belgium.
Right. Them cats is living it up.
Some things they was working on doing, having the clip and get working on and all good stuff. So shout out to the brothers for sure. Well, this was before we go, I guess we always like to know how people can find you. So Dev, how can they find you?
True that. Well, you can find me on Instagram at Dev Drinks Craft Brew. That's pretty much it, man. And if you need to email me or get at me anything beer related or related to, any collabs or anything like that for the podcast, you can reach me at devdrinkscraftbrew@brewsandbanter.com.
All right. And you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can listen to podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Anyway, you listen to podcasts, you can even go to iHeart and Pandora because we are on those as well. If you want to follow me, Rob G. Rob Stay Bruising. Bing, 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 bing. I already did say you can follow Lou Belgium at Lou Belgium and Yoda at IM302. Yoda. You can definitely check them out there as well. Remember to smash that
The
like button
rings.
on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. You can even go to our website, www.brewsandbanter.com, if you want to get merch and all that good stuff, or find out everywhere we are playing for sure. Or if you want to just get in contact us, cheers at brewsandbanter.com. Like Dev said, collabs, sponsorship opportunities, all that good stuff. Because we do got some stuff we're working on that should be coming out. So, and maybe starting a newsletter as well. We'll see.
Nice. We everywhere. We're gonna be on Billboard soon, right? Nice.
There you go. Well, until next time, this has been 169. Have a good week, everybody. Peace.
Take us out, Rob, with that good music. Hey.
Either way you slice it by